Так, ну что, продолжаем. Погнали.
Does it get any more cozy than Hogsmeade? Oh, hello there. A moment if you would.
I'll go and see what he wants.
Repairer.
Reparo.
One less thing for Officer Singer to worry about.
Что такое?
Repairer. Lucky they didn't do more damage. Repairer.
Reparo. А как это? А, вот. Бля, круто, да? Круто сделали, да? Так, что еще? Подожди-ка, там что-то летало, да? Тут книга летала. Эта книга летала. А, внутри здания, да?
Mr. Hill was just singing your praises.
Что там?
Hello, sir. I don't believe we've met.
Allow me to introduce myself, Augustus Hill, clothier extraordinaire. I should like to thank you for your remarkable bravery in fighting those trolls, and not to mention your help restoring Hogsmeade to its rightful state.
I was happy to help.
Frankly, you deserve an Order of Merlin. But I can offer you something much more useful. I own Gladrag's wizardware, and among my inventory are some unique items that afford certain protections, as it were. Life-saving protections. And as I suspect this won't be your last dangerous encounter, I'd like to give you one such set of robes for what you did today.
Спасибо, сэр.
Thank you, Mr. Hill. That's very generous of you.
It's the least I can do. Now, let's try this on for size, shall we? Plenty for your perusal today. Take your time.
Четко, хорошо. Пока нравится. Я только начал, я только начинаю, а так, в принципе, нормально. Мне нравится. Нападение плюс 5, да? Традиционная школьная мантия.
You won't be disappointed. That's a glad...
Вы получили предмет. Снаряжение правил использовать. Включите показатель защиты в правом верхнем углу. Выберите для плечей мантию, нажмите X. Жаль, что нет озвучки. Ну, в принципе, русский текст этого хватает. Главное, что текст русский этого хватает. И смотри, тут тоже ячейки есть, да? Там еще ячейки есть, да? Для всяких этих бонусов. Тут есть топовая броня. Нифига тут броня.
I suspect you have a sharp eye for facts.
I'd say we've earned a butterbeer or two, wouldn't you? Might help me forget that I was almost pulverized by a troll.
I'd say that I agree with you.
Кстати, должность спикера, да, работает, работает.
Just this way.
Когда там бой идет, там
I sell
работает.
even more battle-worthy items, should you be inclined.
Я что-то вижу.
Revelio.
Is my shop actually...
Ревелио. Шапка, невидимка, встреча с законным уникальным, который, в принципе, для тренировок своих движений. Невидимка служит для демонстрации последнего течения ушли мода. Окей. Так, вот тут.
Assuming it isn't utter bedlam in there, you might even meet Sirona, the owner. She's a good one to know.
Вот он, вот он. Бля. Какой-то заговор.
You said you could get to the child when they came to Hogsmeade. That all you needed was a distraction. I gave you a distraction.
I just watched a student take down your distraction. Who's this child? What are you not telling me?
All you need to know is that if you cannot get to the child, then you have no value to me.
Let's go. Did they see us?
Oh, shit.
I don't think so.
What was that goblin doing with Victor Rookwood?
Ranrock is working with Rookwood.
The goblin from the Daily Prophet. I knew I'd seen him somewhere. Quickly, let's get inside the 3 broomsticks.
3 метлы.
It's a treat to see you, Lord God. I shall let you know if I hear anything.
Бля, трансгендер.
Sirona.
You be well.
Вот он, ваш трансгендер. Помнишь, Виталик, этот? Видал же новость? Что там есть один трансгендер. Вот он. Трансгендер.
Now, what can I... Oh. There's a face I haven't seen before.
It's my first time here.
Well, done.
Трансформер.
Butterbeer's on me. Heard about the attack. I shall be looking in on the other shopkeepers and residents shortly. Glad to see you two escaped
В этом
injury.
мире
Thanks to this one.
трансгендеру, наверное, легче стать,
Down
да?
a troll.
С мужчиной в девушку, с девушкой в мужчину, так
Well
как тут
done.
магия.
Thanks for this.
My pleasure.
Никаких операций
I
не
will
надо.
say, trolls in Hogsmeade. That's never happened before. Something's not right. The only brutes we usually have to deal with are... How timely.
Was that Lodgok I saw leaving just now? Your clientele's not what it used to be, Serona.
Not to worry, Victor. Once the two of you leave, the caliber of my clientele will greatly improve. I wouldn't do that if I were you, Theophilus.
Come now. No need for theatrics. I'm only here for this one anyway.
My friend is enjoying a well-earned butterbeer.
Only want a quick word.
Perhaps you didn't hear me. I said, my friend is busy.
One would think you all had enough bloodshed for one day. Come, Theophilus. The Three Broomsticks isn't what it used to be. Let's take our galleons elsewhere.
Защитила нас, да?
Can't drink butterbeer forever.
Seems you've made an unfortunate enemy. Watch your back. Rookwood and Harlow are worse than any troll you might encounter.
Trolls, Ranrock, and Rookwood? What are you not telling me?
I promised to tell you everything, but it's perhaps best I do that later.
And on that note, I think we should head back to the castle.
Ганс Грайнда. Так, ладно, пошли. Так, где мой сверток?
I'm certainly glad Serona was there. Told you she was one of the good ones.
I can see that. She didn't seem at all intimidated by Rookwood and Harlow.
I think you'll need to tell me why Victor Rookwood has you in his sights. But we can talk later. For the moment, we should return to the castle. Professor Weasley's certain to hear about the troll attack soon if she hasn't already. Don't want to risk another detention for getting back after hours.
На ночь вы должны вернуться в свою гостиную, откройте карту, да. Относитесь к Хогвартсу, чтобы переключить карту в Хогвартс. Без заключения вашу гостиную, да. Че, прям с места, что ли? А, прям так, да. Сразу, да? И сразу проснулись. Задание завершено. Добро пожаловать в Хогсмит. Так, следующий день. Сейчас погнали. Так, еще дальше. Вы получили свод круче руководства. А, сова. Сообщение через старинную почту не приходят, когда у персонажа складывается встретить два вас или просьба. Выберите профессора письмо. Зайди ко мне, я кое-что обнаружил в медальоне, который мы нашли в Гринготте. Ой. Так, окей. Пошли тогда. Блин, прикольно сделали в Хогвартс. Прям приятно гулять. Так, кстати, посмотрим-ка. Инвентарь. Снаряжение. Подожди. 6, да? Нападение 6. Школьный мантия с классической отделкой. Шейные аксессуары. Ух ты. Это наш раз плюшки, да? Какой-то бонус дают. Нападение дают. Давай. Если бонус нападения, то давай. Для рук. Головные уборы. Рукоятка палочек, да? Или чем что ли? Так. Что это, коллекции, испытания? Совиные почты.
What are you up to now?
Не понял. А, вниз.
I wonder what Violet's up to. I could use a bit of a respite from this frame.
Very good. Now, artists.
Что это, музыка? Боже, нифига себе. Прям музыка играет в картинке. Такого не было.
Quiet, please. We are making art.
Блин, круто. Так и хочется слушать.
Have our gratitude. It has been our pleasure.
Прям хочется тут стоять, да? Хочется тут стоять. Ладно, пошли. А вот дударь. Башня Гриффиндора. Там что-то шумит. Ага, тут что-то есть. О, что это? Что это? Акция.
Leviosa.
Левиоса.
Lumos. Reparo.
А, подожди-ка.
Revelio.
А, вот. Ревелио. Карта Аргиришира. На этой карте изображен Аргиришский регион Шотландии, где находится гибийская страна Черного дракона. Что, карта обновилась, что ли, да? Нифига себе, огромная карта. Карта не обновилась. Так, ладно. Ладно. Идем дальше.
Whee! Oh, not again.
Here I've come from the toilet bowl where she said I could swim, did you praxia mole? As long as we're only one time per week, I can plunge the boy's lavatory, not for the meek.
These peas will make me late.
He tried to stop me, the rancorous carp, sought to trap me, confine me inside of a jar.
Please.
But he failed, as did his containment charms, so I took my revenge to wreak havoc and harm. It was granted my privileges be handsome indeed, or I'd fire up the cannon, and so she agreed. To draw up a contract with her, not with him, that if I behaved, I'd have one weekly swim! Whee!
I'll get you for this.
Revelio.
Что это? Туалет с привидениями. А, тайная комната, да? Помните тайную комнату? Если только вы не находитесь в случайном положении, вероятно, лучше бегать в туалет, поскольку там туалет является одним из любимых мест Пивза. Тут туалет есть, да? Класс профессора Фига.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Тут что-то есть. Этот что ли? Комната, где этот, да? Вторая часть вроде, а? Тайная комната. Тут этот профессор был один.
Professor, I'm glad to see you.
And I you. Thank Merlin you're in one piece. I heard about the attack. Trolls in Hogsmeade?
Sir, the trolls were wearing armor. It had that dark glow like the dragon collar.
Goblin silver. Ranrock used it to control the dragon. But how? And why send trolls to...
They were there because of me. I overheard Ranrock talking with Victor Rookwood.
Ranrock was in Hogsmeade with Rookwood.
The trolls were Ranrock's distraction so that Rookwood could get to me. And he would have, had Sirona and the patrons at the Three Broomsticks not intervened.
This is grave news indeed. If Ranrock's goblins and dark wizards are after you, they want what we found in that vault.
Speaking of the vault, do you think that Ranrock is working with any of the goblins at Gringotts?
I do not. Gringotts goblins aren't typically the friendliest of beings, but they have a great deal of integrity. No, I dare say after what happened to that poor banker, the goblins at Gringotts are no followers of Ranrock.
They're after the locket. You said you discovered something in it.
Yes. I discovered an inscription. When I read it aloud, this map appeared. Clever enchantment. It's a map of Hogwarts, to be sure, but I do not know where it leads.
It leads to the library. A restricted section, to be precise, and a bit beyond. I see traces of magic there on the map.
I suspected you would see something.
Shall we go?
I appreciate your enthusiasm, and I'm eager to discover what we may find there as well. But if our experience at Gringotts, let alone what happened to Miriam, taught me anything, it's that the path we're on is terribly dangerous. I'd like you to work with Professor Hecat a bit before we continue.
But sir, how dangerous could the library be? Perhaps we're only after a book.
Perhaps we are only after a book, but we should be prepared for anything. Once you've honed your defensive magic further, come and see me. I'll let Professor Hecat know to expect you.
Fine.
Kind soul help me?
Are you all right?
Don't you know who I am? Zenobia Noak, the girl whom everyone at school hates for no reason.
I'm sorry the other students weren't more friendly.
That's kind of you. I suppose there are a few decent souls here. I wanted to make some new friends, and so I brought my collection down to the common room. My gobstone collection, that is. I was hoping someone would want to play. Are you familiar with gobstones? Little balls, like marbles. Grand game. And if you lose, they spray you with a foul-smelling liquid.
Gobstones? Sounds like a fun challenge.
That's what I tried to tell everyone. People can be so cruel. Just because they're sprayed all over with smelly gobstone spit, it's their own fault for losing. Imelda is one of the worst losers. Everett and Astoria are terrible as well. And now those poor losers have taken my gobstones and hidden them in very high places all over the school.
Rather an overreaction on their part.
I'll say. Anyway, I can't work out how to get them back on my own. I don't think I know the necessary spells yet. I need someone, perhaps a selfless and talented 5th year to help me.
Do you have any suggestions on how to get your gobstones down from their hiding spots?
If I knew that, I'd get them myself. Whoever hid my gobstones that high got up there somehow.
Haven't you any friends at school?
Not really. Natty said hello once, but not a word since.
I'll see what I can do.
I'd appreciate the help. If you do find all of my gobstones, do come and see me again. I'll be back to playing Snake Pit and Jackstone by myself in no time.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Чё и как их достать? Найдите пули в камне, да.
Well, that's one of Zenobia's gobstones. I hardly see what all the fuss is about.
Еще один. А, они как книги, что ли? Так.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Ух ты, что это? Так, один есть.
Handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Где она?
Revelio.
Для любви специальных методов. Так, а где? Я правильно пришел? Что-то... правильно? Хорошо. Где она? Нет, тут явно нет. Что-то я перепутал.
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
А, вот.
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was before I invented.
Ух ты. Что это означает?
Lumos. Leviosa. Reparo. I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's
Башня
gobstones.
Коктора. Акция. Ох, ебать. Ой, ебать. Это что такое? Как туда попасть? Ух ты. Что это? Какая-то мини-игра, да?
I'd better keep an eye on high places around the school for Zenobia's gobstones.
Ебать, это что за громадина? Тролль, что ли? Тролль с доспехом.
Rebellion.
Off on another adventure, are we?
Да, на PS5, на PS5.
Revelio.
Зал трофеев. В этой комнате. Тут этот Гарри увидел своего отца же, да? Здесь. Кубки по квиддичу, да? Трофеи.
That's the last of Zenobia's gobstones. I should go and see her.
Все, да? Все.
How nice to see you, my young friend.
Что такое? Как использовать? Так.
I hope you've had more luck than I did tracking down my gobstones.
Hello, Zenobia. I found all your gobstones.
Really? I didn't think it was possible. However did you do it?
Common sense and basic magic.
Well, may I have my gobstones back?
Of course. They are yours, after all.
Oh, how wonderful. I shall dedicate all of my future victories to you. Speaking of which, now that I have all my gobstones back, I wonder if anyone in the common room would be up for a game.
I'm sure they'd be willing to play after the trouble spent getting them back. It's a fine idea.
Isn't it? Oh, we'll have so much fun together laughing as
Xbox купить или PS5 как тебе? PS5, наверное. Я бы PS5 взял.
Off I go. Wish me luck.
Все, что выходит в Xbox, выходит и на ПК. А у PS5 есть эксклюзивы стоящие. Если есть ПК, то Xbox не обязательно. Думаю. Ладно, пошли задание делать. Ну, мощнее, но все равно этот... Ну, плюс-минус одинаковая мощность. Не, Xbox, конечно, мощнее будет. На там 2-3 терафлопса мощнее, чем PS5, Xbox, но... Все, что выходит в Xbox, выходит на ПК. Если у тебя есть ПК, то Xbox не стоит брать. Наверное. Ну, сам реши. У PS5 эксклюзивов много, всяких плюшек. Что такое? Подгружается.
I don't think I'm ready for this just yet.
А, еще недоступно, что ли? Что ли, да? Так, секретный мне нужно выполнить задачу профессора. Так, получить уровень 3, чтобы продолжить историю. Свою чары воспламенения. Бутер. Google со мной задача. Будет о секретном дуэльном клубе. А как мне это воспламенение выполнить? Чё? Так, ладно.
I should come back to this another time.
Revelio, we have some matters to discuss.
I'm here about the new spell you wanted to teach me, Professor.
Good. Professor Fig indicated a certain urgency to you completing your defensive magic assignments. As such, you are to learn Incendio, the fire-making spell, handy for lighting torches, burning away spider webs, and, when necessary, defending against those who would wish to do us harm.
Sounds versatile.
Quite. But before we get started, I'd like you to complete a few tasks. You may be surprised by some of them. Astonishing how much students don't think their professors know. When you're finished, come and see me. Then we shall begin working on Incendio. You know where to find me once you've finished.
Seems crossed wands isn't as secret as it's believed to be.
Glad you could make it. Lucan's just over there.
Can I help you?
Sebastian told me to see you about a club.
If Sebastian vouches for you, that's all I need to know. I coordinate duels for crossed wands. A dueling club of sorts. It's invitation only, so you must have really impressed Sebastian.
I'm flattered to hear that. Sebastian's not a bad duelist either.
Imagine it's quite something to see the two of you duel.
How does cross wands work exactly?
You show up, I match you with other duelists, and whoever is still standing in the end wins. It's our way of determining the school's greatest duelist once and for all. And to liven things up, the winner is awarded a prize. Interested?
Of course. Dueling's an entertaining pastime.
I agree. Besides, in crossed wands, you could duel with a partner if you like. Your first time I'll pair you with Sebastian. Next time, you'll need to bring a partner along, or duel alone. So, care to step into the ring?
Get me in the ring.
Spectacular! Let the fireworks begin!
We'll make you regret signing up.
Подпольные дуэли, подпольные.
Pity more people can't watch the duels.
Nice work. Sebastian wasn't wrong about you. There's strong competition ahead, but keep this up and you could be the next school champion.
Brilliant. Count me in.
I shall. In fact, the second duel is ready when you are. And as a fully initiated member, you now have access to the official Crossed Wands training dummy. Very good way to master spell combinations. Come and see me, and I'll set it up. Again, congratulations on your first Crossed Wands victory. Well fought. Hope to see you back here again. Glad you're back.
Hello, Lucan. Is the next round of crossed wands all set?
Why, yes it is. I've got a great match lined up. Ready for another round?
I'm ready. Let's do it.
Brilliant. Are you dueling with a partner?
Yes, Sebastian.
Then let's get to it.
Ready to get thrashed?
Apologies in advance.
There goes my wager.
Act like a winner.
Glad I didn't bet on that round.
Bravo!
I gave it my all.
You did indeed. The other duelists have already taken notice of you, but after that last round, they'll really have it in for you. You'd better keep practicing if you want a chance at winning, or at least surviving the next round. I'll let you know when we're ready. Hope to see you then. The next round is for all the gobstones, so to speak.
Hello, Lucan. May I use the training dummy?
Of course. I'll fetch it and give you a list of combinations to practice. Ready to have a try now?
That would be wonderful.
Be sure to cast all your spells before the dummy lands. If you need to stop practicing before you finish all of them, let me know. That's it! Excellent form!
Oh shit.
Keep trying. Good one. I'd say that's enough practice. You looked good out there.
Thank you, Lucan.
I say better to discover one's weaknesses during practice than during a duel. You'll be a fearsome challenger now.
Assignment's all finished.
Așa. Ce e asta? Cuestión de violencia, да?
You could have gone a bit easier on me.
Perhaps I should stick to potions.
I trust Mr. Brattleby was able to accommodate you and that you found success in your endeavors.
I finished all of the tasks you gave me, Professor Hackett.
Glad to hear it. Then you should be ready to learn Incendio.
Should be, Professor.
Yes. I'm sorry to say, I visited enough careless colleagues at St. Mungo's to assure you that fire is a fickle servant. Your spellcasting has impressed me thus far, but please maintain focus. I would rather we not end today's lesson with your robes aflame. Let us begin. And remember, focus on the proper wand movement. Concentrate and keep your wand steady.
Incendio.
Good work.
Ух ты. О боже, нифига тут много заклинаний. Ни хрена себе. Ебать. А что такое? Так, и как поменять? Ой. Ай, бля, там что было? А, там вот это вот было. Блядь. Что такое? А, вот.
Incendio!
Я заклинил небольшое пламя, да?
Getting it. Keep at it. And do try not to incinerate yourself.
Incendio!
Setting things ablaze is certainly cathartic, isn't it?
Revelio.
Spare a moment? I could use your help.
You wanted to speak with me?
I did. Hello, I'm Duncan Hobhouse. Pleasure to meet you. I've heard all about you, of course, confronting trolls and dragons.
That's nice to hear. I have had my share of adventure. I hope my reputation's warranted.
I'm going to presume your reputation is in fact warranted, in which case, you are precisely the person I need. You see, we were learning to repel boggarts in Professor Hecat's class, and, well, mine unfortunately took the shape of a puff scheme.
Ugh, well, they seem innocent, but their tongues can be most disturbing.
Exactly. I wish more of our fellow students agreed with you. Regardless of how reasonable I believe my fear of puff schemes to be, I'm beginning to get a reputation as a coward. Some have even taken to calling me Puffskeen Dunkeen.
I'm sorry to hear that. Words can be cruel.
Thank you. Poppy keeps offering to help me in overcoming my fear, but I'm too afraid to take her up on it. Anyway, to make matters worse, I stupidly blurted out that I must be braver than people think, since I have been in the hidden herbology corridor.
The hidden herbology corridor?
Yes. Rumour has it that the herbology professor before Professor Garlic kept dangerous plants there. It's supposedly so overrun now that no one dares enter it anymore. I was hoping you could go there and bring back evidence that I could use to show that, well, I'd gone in. Say a bit of an exceptionally dangerous plant of some kind.
Very well. If I'm in the area, perhaps I shall take a look.
Grand. I'd very much appreciate it. Come and find me if you get the proof. I shall be forever in your debt.
Can you remind me of our arrangement?
Certainly. I need you to sneak into the hidden herbology corridor and bring back some sort of dangerous plant. Then I'll tell everyone I found it. That should get people to stop calling me Puffskeen Dunkeen.
Revelio. Revelio.
Oh dear, I shall get in trouble for this.
Is everything all right?
Oh, hello. Nice to see you again. Thank you for asking. And I'm afraid everything's not all right. I may be in a spot of trouble with the librarian. You might recall that I was trying to cast non-verbally when we met in the common room. Well, I mastered that, and now I've taken to creating my own charms. Thought I'd perfected my light as a feather charm to use on my library books. My arms get so tired carrying them around all day. But I must have confused the Latin word for feather with bird in my incantation, because when I opened my bag just now in the library, they literally took flight.
That sounds brilliant, actually.
Thank you. Somehow I don't think the librarian will see it that way. I collect the books and remove the charm myself, except this isn't the first time one of my charms has threatened the peace of the library. Amit told Madame Scribner they were my books flying around, so she said that if I caused her any more trouble, she'd write to my parents. Perhaps you could get them for me. There are only 5. She won't be suspicious of a new student looking around.
Why did Amit tell Madame Scribner that they were your books?
Oh, to be perfectly honest, I don't think he meant any harm. I think he was impressed, bragging on my behalf. Amit spends a lot of time gazing at the stars, but he knows a good charm when he sees one.
I suppose I could help, if I have the time.
Oh, I'd very much appreciate it. One of the books is my diary. I'd rather it not fall into the wrong hands. If you could collect them and bring them to me, I can remove the charm.
I'm going to have to use Accio to get to those books. Accio! Got it. Only 4 more to go. This must be Cressida's diary. I'd want this back too if I were her. That's the last book. Now to take them back to Cressida.
What are you up to now?
Hello, Cressida. I collected your books, including your diary.
Oh, what a relief. Thank you. I'll happily take the heavy lot off your hands now.
Here you are.
Well, lesson learned. I certainly won't be practicing any charms in the library again anytime soon. Now, to work out where I went wrong. Perhaps I should start brushing up on my Latin. Thank goodness some people are trustworthy. Certainly wouldn't want anyone but me reading my diary.
Incendio.
Ah.
These dry vines are one spark away from becoming kindling. Incendio! This must be the entrance to the hidden herbology corridor. Devil's Snare seems to thrive in darkness. Perhaps it doesn't care for light. Incendio! Lumos! Lumos! Seems the Devil's Snare was protecting a chest of some kind. Incendio! Revelio. Lumos. I imagine a piece of that enormous venomous tentacular would be enough for Duncan to prove his bravery. Incendio. Lumos.
Ух ты.
Lumos.
Have you found anything to, prove my bravery yet?
Hello, Duncan. I have the proof you wanted.
That's one leaf. Must have been a giant venomous tentacular. It's even more than I expected. I knew you were the one to ask. I appreciate you getting it for me.
Of course. I hope this helps you prove yourself.
This is sure to put an end to Puffskein Dunking for good when I show everyone in the common room tonight. This'll show Everett how ridiculous that nickname was. Thank you again, and have a good day. I know I will. Thank you for all of your help. No more Puffskein Dunking for me.
Lumos. Incendio. Lumos. Revelio.
If you step in the wrong place and become engulfed in a stench, well, be it on your own head. If you put a foot wrong, it's just, well, there's a rather foul odor. Oh dear.
Revelio.